Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about past tense verbs. So on Monday we talked about present tense and now we're going to move into the past. So what is a verb? Let's just review. Remember, a verb is describes an action or a state of being. Verb, it's what you do, don't forget. I ran, I jump, I yell, I rode my bike. I love to read, my favorite verb, read or write, I guess, I can't decide. But it's what you do, it's your action, okay? Remember, verb tense just refers to when an action took place or will take place or it takes place, okay? So I walked yesterday, I go on a walk today, and I will walk tomorrow. So don't forget, our past tense means that it happened in the past. Present tense means it's happening right now, and future tense means it's happening later, okay? So with the word run, if we went for a run yesterday, we ran. Our present tense is I run or I am running, okay? And then our future tense is I will run tomorrow. Today we're going to focus on that past tense, so things that happened in the past. All right. And remember, tenses matter because we want our writing to make sense, okay? We don't want to be that writer that confuses our readers. So for this one, you will have to remember some pronouns. So remember, pronouns are any words that replace a noun. So we have our singular ones, I, you, he, she, it, or we have our plural ones, we, you, all, or they, okay? So our rules for this one are for past tense verbs, okay? Remember, this is a verb or an action that has already happened. Most verbs, you're just going to add an ed to the end. So for play, you played. For suggest, you suggested, okay? For any verbs that end with an e, you're going to drop that e and add an ed, or just add a d, guys, okay? So if you look at the word believed, it ends in an e, so you just have to add the d on the end. Same for hoped. If you have any verbs that end in a consonant and then a y, so like study, hurry, carry, what you are going to do is you're going to drop that I or drop that y and add an ied, okay? Or change the y to an I and add an ed. So we have study, we drop the y and we add ied. Our one syllable verbs that end in a single vowel with a consonant, okay, like stop. It's a really short word, okay? We would then double the P, so you double that final consonant and add an ED. Now, there are some exceptions to this rule, like I have the word admit that has two syllables, admit. However, it's going to fall into the same category where we double the T and add ED. Remember, there's always exceptions in the English language. Don't we wish it were easy? But we do have exceptions like that, okay? That's why I bolded it on this slide. You might need to know the past tense of the word admit later for your show it. All right, so let's practice with some of these. She blanked a movie after school today. If I wanted to make that in past tense, past tense. If it was present tense, I'd say watches. If it is a future tense, I will say she will watch, okay? But if it's past tense, I'm going to look at this word and I'm going to add the ed there. So I'm going to say she watched a movie after school today. Which one of these is past tense? Is it the students did their homework in the afternoon or the students do their homework in the afternoon? Ask yourself, which one took place in the past? I'll give you a hint. It's the first one, okay? Did is past tense. The baby blank loudly. How can I make cry past tense? Look at that Y on the end. I'm going to change it to IED and say cried. The baby cried loudly. Which one of these is past tense? She looked very pretty in that dress, or she will look very pretty in that dress. I know that I'm going to look for that ED ending that's right here, okay? And I know that's past tense. It happened in the past. My grandma blanked at Kroger yesterday. What am I going to do to the word shop to make it past tense? It's a one-syllable word that ends in a consonant P. So I'm going to double that P. So it's going to say SHOPPED. So double that consonant for those short one-syllable words that end in a consonant. And finally, which one of these is past tense? Omar ties his shoes or Omar tied his shoes before? Again, I look for that ED, and I know that that is past tense. Ooh, we do have one more. My friend blanked me with a hose spray. So again, I see that Y, so I know I'm going to drop the Y and add IED. Oh goodness, one more actually. Which one of these is past tense? It rains a lot in the spring, or it rained a lot in the spring. Again, I see that ed, and I know that that is my past tense verb. Please, guys, remember that past tense verbs happened in the past, okay? They happened in the past. Pay attention to those rules and take your time on your assignment today. If you have any questions, let me know.